Hi, today's video is about being a Renaissance soul. Now, what do I mean by that? I certainly grew up with the idea that I was only ever supposed to do one thing, have a career, do one thing, focus on that, get good at it. And if I were to change, then I'd need to do just one other thing. And, there always seemed to be lots of things that I enjoyed doing. And it wasn't until I came across the idea of being a portfolio worker about 15 years ago that I got this idea of oh, maybe it's okay. Maybe a proper job is more than just doing one thing. And especially since I've been an entrepreneur, which is 25 years now, and running my own business, I've done lots of different things. But part of me thought I should just find one thing, even as an entrepreneur, that I would focus on. So the idea of portfolio working really kind of gave me a validity to how I liked to operate, if you like. But then I came up with this idea of calling ourselves a Renaissance soul, because I like the kind of romantic notion of being a Renaissance soul and having lots of strands to who we are. I remember reading about Leonardo da Vinci, who was an architect and a painter and a visionary and all sorts of different things. And as far as I know, nobody ever said to him, go get a proper job, will you? It's the idea that, previously in history, we were expected to be good at lots of things. And it was only with kind of factory working that we were encouraged to think we should just do one thing and be good at one thing. So here's one of the things that I love, and it's one of my little mantras, is even though there are lots of things that I love doing, none of them would I want to have to do every day. What I love about my life is the variety of it, that some days I'm writing and I'm not having much to do with people, and other days I'm having a lot to do with people. But if I had a lot to do with people every day, then I would, I'd get kind of frazzled a bit. So I love the variety of sometimes working one-to-one, sometimes having my alone time and isolation, and sometimes being incredibly social and out there, sometimes traveling, sometimes being at home. I love that variety. I love all of those things, and I love to create a balance around them. So have a think for yourself. Are you a Renaissance soul or a portfolio worker? And if you are, how could you validate that more? And how could you create your life around many things that you love, but not having to do any of them all the time?